And I wish, and this was actually something I wanted to say for James, but he said he may not be able to record for a while. But I'm gonna ask you this: you, how do you feel about the Black Panthers? The Black Panther Party. Why?
Because they did a lot for the community. And then they had to be some type of powerful for the government to try to be like, or not try to be like, we got to eradicate these niggas. Mm-hmm. So,
what do you know? Like, or not? What do you know? How deep is your knowledge about the Black Panthers?
It's a little deep. You know, I know about some of the, you know, big members. I know, you know, two of them were the ones that started Bloods and Crips. You know, what that really stands for and all that stuff like that. But I know they started like the breakfast programs. I know they started like medical places for themselves or for people in the community. I know that they definitely understood the law very well. And could recite it. They were very big on reading and education and everything like that. So yeah, I think the Black Panther Party was great for its time.
So, I have a video.
Okay.
This is a woman.
I think I know what you're gonna play.
What was she talking about? Niggas romanticizing the Black Panthers?
Yeah, and they was really rapists and stuff. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know exactly what you. Yeah, I seen that video.
So I'm gonna play it for the audience. Yeah. In editing, I'm gonna put it in post, as they say.
You niggas infantilize our civil rights leaders so much so that y'all have completely changed who they are and what they did for our community. Y'all look at them as if they are just like these celebrities that were just so famous and so popular at the time. Them niggas were being chased after. That's why they're all damn dead. You get what I'm saying? Y'all put the Black Panthers on this pedestal, but y'all don't know shit about them. Y'all don't know about the 10-point plan. Y'all don't know that they were communists. Y'all don't know that them niggas were rapists. Oh! Hate to break it to you, a lot of them niggas hated women. They were fucking horrible. Not to say that they didn't do great things. They did. But you have to tell the whole story. You niggas want to be new Black Panthers so fucking bad, but you don't know shit about them. You guys want to talk about MLK. He was so peaceful. He was so goddamn disillusioned by the end of it. He said, I'm not going to lie. I didn't steer my people to damn hell. I my bad.
What are your thoughts on it? Or do you need a refresher on what she said?
No, I don't need no. I know how I felt when I saw it.
How did you feel when you saw it?
Upset.
Why?
Because I felt like it was a men ruin everything type of conversation.
Okay.
But then I also feel like
she bashing men. Type shit.
like it was a. Because even in the comments, I saw somebody say men ruin everything. And I think that I'm not saying you can't talk about the bad and educate people about the bad, but you also have to give the full degree of everything. And I think that in that moment, that wasn't the case. I think it was rage baiting at its finest. And I think that I didn't think it was fair that you placed the actions of, because if I'm not mistaken, she only talks about one guy who did certain things, but you placed the actions of that one man on the whole everybody. Organization. And I don't think that was right. And I don't think that man who was doing that stuff was right, but I don't think that you should put the actions.
You shouldn't use that to paint everybody.
Because now you just give the enemy ammo. That's how I felt when I saw it. And then she tried to mask it as education. But I'm like, yeah, it's not. It's one-sided education. It's not the full scope. Yeah. Because if you're gonna talk about that, then you have to talk about the free breakfast programs. You have to talk about these things. Like yeah, that was that member who was doing stuff like that, and I'm sure that maybe it was a few more members who were doing stuff like that, but there was also more members who were the complete opposite. There was more members who were doing everything in their power to protect black women, to protect black babies. So
and maybe this is my, I'm not gonna say short-sightedness, but that may be the word, or my insensitivity. Sometimes when people have these strong opinions that they're trying to, or that it's a strong opinion that you season it with some facts, but the delivery be what get me. I don't be giving a fuck. Like when I heard that, I didn't give a damn about nothing she was saying, as far as it making me feel or not feel away about the Black Panthers, or about people who idolize the Black Panthers. It just made me think, I wonder what Clyde thinks about this. I didn't give a Doug dim a damn about what she was saying, but I know you are fond of them. I know sure. James, he's a big Black history guy. That's why I said I wanted him here too to give a little opinion. But I didn't give a damn.
I just like I said, the whole rhetoric of like men ruin everything, and then it was kind of like the thing of, even though I'm sure that maybe that wasn't her intention, but like I said, looking at the comments that I saw, it was almost a thing of like, wow, men even ruined the Black Panther Party. And it's like, yeah, if that's what you got from that, then that means she's not doing her part as far as education. And like I said, I don't have a problem with you saying those things. That's not the issue. The issue is you're saying those things, and that's it. Yeah. And that's not conducive to the education part of like the Black Panther Party. If you just make them out to be rapists, or you make them out to be like, yeah, they were raping white women, but before they started raping white women, they practiced on the black women, and then that's why it's like, yeah, that was him. Some people agreed with that. Those people were wrong, and let's talk about that so we don't repeat it. But let's also talk about this.
Let's talk about what most people did.
Let's talk about how they learned the laws of the land so they could protect themselves. Let's talk about how they taught about gun safety. Let's talk about how police couldn't just come into their communities and do whatever the fuck they wanted, because even the police knew these niggas, we can't fuck with them. You see what I'm saying? Let's if we're gonna talk,
let's talk about everything.
Let's talk about all of it. Don't talk about one side. Because even if it was one person just talking about the good, I'm not gonna sit there and say, okay, yeah, that's so great. No, let's talk about it all so we can learn from it, be better from it, and if we even want to start the Black Panthers up again, we know what to do, what not to do, and how to be better.
Yeah, and how to adapt it to
today's time.
Well, you know, they I don't think they technically ever stopped. They're still
they're still old, but they're old. They're old heads. They have the jackets and they still do what they can, but niggas got arthritis.
They need some new blood in there.
Yeah, but it's like you can't even put new blood in there for real. And I low-key have a theory. Okay. And I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, brothers, when y'all hear this, forgive me. I feel like the Black Panther Party and the Nation of Islam are the same. The only difference is that I feel like the Nation of Islam has some sort of something with the government because they have not been taken out. Farrakhan has not been taken out. Any of their leaders have not been taken out. Nothing in their core shit has been disrupted. But the Black Panther Party were damn near doing the same shit, just without, the Muslim aspect of it. And the government was like, these niggas are too powerful. We need to put drugs in the community, kill them off, take off their leaders one by one by one by one. And they kind of did that with Malcolm, but Malcolm got killed by, who Malcolm got killed by. So it's like...
But... And it may be the thing that you're talking about with the government. It's like the Black Panthers, because if a government official or agent or whatever comes to you to say, we need you to do da 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 da, he's probably gonna be white. They have like black agents and stuff and informers and stuff, but it's probably gonna be some like the main person, especially back in that time, it's probably gonna be somebody white. And the Black Panther Party is like, bruh, we ain't trying to hear none of that shit you saying. But then you go to the Nation of Islam, back then, they might have been like, we not trying to hear none that you saying. Then the government's like, okay, cool, you don't do it, we gonna do this, and this. And they was like, you know what, we'll handle it ourselves.
True,
so it might have been a thing of
they still work with them.
I'm saying they still work with him, but it's like, hey, this one talking too much.
Yeah, he handled it.
Yeah.
Right.
You handle it or I'm gonna handle it. Yeah. And I'm gonna handle you.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
Then, But also being Muslims, I think and I could be totally wrong, because America is basically a Christian nation, or mostly Christian nation, or Christian / Catholic nation. But being Muslim, they have a lot of support across the world. So that might also the religious aspect may also play a part into it. I could be wrong. I don't know.
I mean, it could be, but I think
it's all speculation.
I think more than anything in this country, before the religion, before anything, you black. You're black and you're powerful.
You are black and powerful.
We got to get you up out of here. Anybody who has ever been black powerful with a voice, we have to get you up out of here. Like even Farrakhan. Farrakhan don't just be places by himself. Yeah. It's never going to be that. It never has been that. It's never going to be that.
They didn't do that with Elijah Muhammad.
Exactly. They didn't. But it's like, for them, yeah, they're not by themselves and they have that security for those reasons. But also, you're telling me John F. Kennedy can get assassinated. His brother can get assassinated. Martin Luther King can get assassinated. Medgar Evers can get assassinated. All these leaders and all these people who want to change.
Medgar Evers was by himself though when he got assassinated.
True, but all of these people.
Believe.
Yeah, he was in his driveway. Yeah. So. But all of these people who are prominent figures and people who are calling change and all this other who are powerful men.
Even the people that was with Dr. King wasn't security.
They wasn't security, but what I'm saying is you're saying that all of these other powerful people got killed. And all these other groups got disbanded by the government. And Nation of Islam ain't. That's what I'm saying. For the president to get killed, that's a different level of security.
Here's a thought. Those people that got killed were the faces of whatever message they was preaching. Change, but like Elijah Muhammad wasn't the face of change, it was Malcolm. Because Malcolm was the one who was out doing it. Now, he would always say, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, but he was the one that, when the people looked at, or when the people thought about the black Muslims or the Nation of Islam, they was thinking Malcolm. Even today, we think Martin and Malcolm. We don't think Martin and Elijah Muhammad, or Martin and Farrakhan, or So it's the figurehead that you got to take out. The symbol of change is what you have to take out, not the actual people doing it, or the people behind it rather.
But I'm saying even with that though, yeah, you can take out the symbols, but even amongst the symbols of the Black Panther Party, niggas in the Black Panther Party were getting high off of the drugs that the government was putting amongst their community or in their community. So yeah, we're getting rid of your symbol, but we're also going to do things that cause confusion amongst all of you.
Right.
So,
but that's just like it wasn't just the Black Panthers getting high and stuff off the drugs. They was all the black people was doing well. The neighborhoods that they was putting these drugs and stuff into, everybody was doing it. They all weren't Black Panthers, but some of them people who was getting high and was fucking up the Black Panthers, or might have been even left the Black Panthers. Some of them same people was in marches with Martin Luther King, or they was at rallies, they was at whatever else. The drugs come in, they step away from that. And along with your martyr getting killed, or your person being turned into a martyr.
So that's why I still feel like what's called, you gotta be a part of the government.
I mean, not really,
Honorable Elijah Muhammad, gotta be.
Not necessarily, because if you, like I said, Muhammad wasn't the face that the people was looking at. They was looking at Malcolm.
No, they was looking at Malcolm, but before there was a Malcolm, there was the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
That was somebody else that was in Malcolm's place before Malcolm. But that was between. So you know how like Malcolm was the national minister or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure before Malcolm reached that spot, somebody else was there. But the messages and the teachings to them came from him.
But that's what I'm saying. If it's like if someone is saying, okay, yeah, these are the messages and all this other stuff, but I'm getting these messages from this person.
But then you also remember Elijah Muhammad got wrapped up in that scandal with them women.
He did get wrapped. Yeah.
So even if that's,
maybe that was their attempt. That was their assassination attempt.
Yeah, that was assassination of character.
Yeah.
And then I want to say,
you could be right. Yeah.
And I could be wrong. I want to say, at some point, didn't Farrakhan get wrapped up in something at one point? I might be tripping.
I don't think so. But then again, I don't put it past nobody.
I might be tripping.
I haven't heard nothing.
I'm still kind of confused on what the Black Israelites do.
Oh, I know what that is.
Okay.
So
I know it's the tribe of Judah.
They just believe they're the
original
people of Judah, God's chosen people, which were the Israelites.
Yeah.
And that the Israelites were black and and I think there's, I could be mistaken. I gotta go back in my Bible. I think there's 12 tribes.
Right.
Yeah, and so out of the 12, I think they're like the favorite tribe that God talks about in the Bible.
So, I guess where my confusion comes in is, why are they so militant or seem so militant?
I think they follow a lot of the old laws of the Old Testament. And if you look at a lot of the old laws in the Old Testament, they're very, very
aggressive.
That's a great word. Aggressive.
Cause I don't know if you saw the video. It's a dude. Fuck it. It's gonna take a lot to explain it. But I was with my granddaddy. We was going to drop take stuff to Goodwill. And they be on that corner of Ellis and Robinson at that Walgreens. Yeah. And they had some lady hemmed up over there. And I was just like, oof.
Yeah, because they be.
And she tried to walk off, and Buddy kept preaching at her. Like, she was standing there for a little bit, listening. Had the pamphlet or whatever. And then she tried to walk off, and Buddy kept preaching at her. And it was like she was trying to get up out of there. Yeah, and by the time we came back, they had 2 other niggas hemmed up. I was just like, God damn.
Because it's like they're going off of the old laws of like, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to do that, you're not supposed to eat this, eat that, dress like this, dress like that. And not saying that the old laws weren't important, but Jesus was the whole
point,
the whole changing point of everything. Like Jesus is like, niggas is like, I think niggas was telling Jesus like, you telling us that the old laws of Abraham and such, you telling us that don't mean shit? And then Jesus being like,
so these
I am that.
So these aren't black Jews.
No, they're saying they're black Jews, but they're not really black Jews. They just believe that that's who they are. So I can believe I'm a Jew all day. That doesn't mean I'm Jewish. Motherfucker can believe they black and they really be white. It's like you can believe whatever you want to believe.
These niggas trans-religious.
Essentially. From my understanding, I'm sure they would say something other different, but to my understanding, it's
Did you watch my Instagram story?
Which one?
That's just some bullshit.
Yeah, hey brother.